Yeah, you read that correctly. Today, Sixers All-Star guard Tyrese Maxey joins the show, and I just wanted to say real quick, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Without your continued support, none of this would be possible. So do me a quick favor. If you enjoy this type of content, and if you enjoy this specific interview, go down below and leave a like on the video. And also, because Tyrese is going to see this back, drop a comment. One thing that you would say to Tyrese Maxey if you had the chance to speak to him, or maybe drop his stat line prediction for the season, or maybe drop a prediction about how you think the Sixers will do. Whatever it is, go down below, get active, and without further ado, let's get into it. Joining us now on Philly Take with RB is a very special guest. He is an NBA All-Star. He is the pulse of this great sports city at its peak. And most importantly, he is the franchise. Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese, welcome to the show, man. How are you doing?
What's up, bro? Thank you for having me, man. I'm good, dog. I'm good, man. Back out here in Philly, ready to get the season started.
Let me ask you this, man. There's been a rumor going around this offseason, not related to the basketball floor, but they're telling me on Twitter that you gained a couple inches this offseason. Are you 6'5" now? 6'6"?
Nah, I'm about 6'6", 6'7", probably.
They're calling you point forward Maxey, man. We might have to throw you at the 3 this season or something.
Listen, if y'all need me to guard 4s and 3s this year and bring the ball up, play dunker, I already told Nurse, man, let me know.
I don't know how that came about, man. One workout video, you know how the offseason goes, man. Kind of just spreads like
Granted,
wildfire.
I do think I grew a little bit, but I don't think it's possible for me to grow to 6'7" or 6'8" or 6'6". My mom and dad ain't that tall.
Well, we'll see you throwing it down this upcoming season, man. Also, now that the Eagles beat the Cowboys week 1, I know you were in a little bit of a Twitter beef with the Philly fans. Is it possible that we can officially convert you over to the Eagles fan base?
Listen, I'm going to just explain to you like I explained to everybody else, man. If I were to just jump ship like that, why would people trust me? That don't even make sense. Now, granted, every other game, I hope the Eagles win. Like next week, I may go to the game and I'll be cheering for the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I have no problem with the Eagles. I'm not a Cowboys fan that grew up in the 90s and I hate the Eagles. I've never seen the Cowboys win anything. I'm just from Dallas, Texas. That's just all it is to it. Like, I'm literally from Dallas, Texas. So that's all I know. Like, my dad's a Cowboys fan. My uncle's a Cowboys fan. My grandfather's a Cowboys fan. Everybody in my family is a Cowboys fan. So I wouldn't be able to walk into my mom and dad's house probably at home if I was just a full-on Eagles fan. But I told them, like, listen, man, I root for the Eagles. Like, when y'all were in the Super Bowl last year, I'm like, hey, I want the Eagles to win. I really hope they win.
Of course,
I just don't hope they beat the Cowboys. That's all I hear about.
No, that makes sense, man. Rooted in Dallas, Texas, of course. Let's talk about the basketball floor, man. Now that the important stuff's out of the way, this offseason, you've been in the media a lot. You know, the workout videos coming per usual. Chris Johnson, Drew Hanlon. What's been kind of your mindset going into this offseason? I mean, it has to be a lot different from like your first or second year in the league, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. A lot different, but a little bit the same. Just the same part of just getting up, working, grinding, making sure that I'm still on that same type of what's the word I'm looking for? Competitive nature. Like, I still have that same competitive spirit, still have that same drive. That want to be the best possible version of myself. You know what I mean? I feel like I found ways to get better every single year, honestly. But for me, it's more about details now. Like looking at the film, okay, what did I do here? What did I see here? How is this team guarding me? How are they playing? How are they calling fouls? And trying to cater to that and just get better from those aspects and how I can make my teammates better. All those different things, man.
And I feel like each offseason, you've kind of added something unique to your game. Is there one thing you went into this offseason saying, like, I have to focus on getting better at this?
There's definitely a few things. I probably won't say a lot of them, but it's definitely a few things, man. For me, man, I want to find ways to help us win games, no matter who's on the floor. And that's my biggest thing. Like, I've been a winner all my life from all I can remember. I think I played my first basketball game at 4 years old. So this year, missing the playoffs really, really affected me throughout the entire offseason, if I'm being honest with you. It took a toll on me, but in a positive way as well. I was able to sit back and watch a lot of playoff games, watch a lot of different guards, watch a lot of different teams and how they've been playing and how I feel like we could fit in with that.
Yeah, and not to revisit the entire last year and go down the wormhole, but I mean, it was just a disaster. Like everything that could have went wrong went wrong,
Went
and
wrong. Yeah.
in my opinion, it kind of feels like it was one of the weirdest seasons I've ever seen from a team. Like everybody got hurt, and you guys come off the season the previous year where you hit that big shot in MSG in Game 5. You extend the series. Joel comes back from injury. He's playing on one leg. And you guys went out with a fight in that series, and you go into the offseason, make the big splash. It feels like last year, honestly, never even really got started. We saw a few previews here and there, Christmas Day, big win in Boston, but
Yeah.
like how was that just in terms of like taking that mentally?
Right. It was difficult, most definitely. Especially like you said, we had some good pickups in the offseason. And then I think the biggest thing was it started bad. When the stuff starts bad, it normally finishes bad. I'm being completely honest with you. But we gotta leave the past in the past. Honestly. It happened. You gotta grieve it. You gotta go through it. My biggest thing was I just told people, like people on the team that's still on the team now, like you gotta accept the criticism of it. Like we were terrible. Like it's not, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We were literally terrible. Like we couldn't get wins. Um, Even when we did get wins, like when we went on stretches, like you said, the Christmas stretch, we won like 4 games in a row. It was a stretch in January when I don't think Joel and Paul played. We won like 4 or 5 games in a row, and it was just like we were playing the right way. And then something would happen. Someone would get hurt. Somebody would be out the lineup. Something strange would happen. But I think it's just part of it. It's part of it. You got to take that one on the chin. I think a lot of franchises have gone through it. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's going to be our new MO for the future. But I think right now we're in a place to where that we have a humbleness about us that we know we got to work extremely hard to get back to where we want to be.
As one of the leaders on this team, do you kind of look at last year? Like you said, you haven't really lost much in your entire life. Do you go, that was just an outlier type of year, let's throw it away and just start new like we have been? Or do you kind of approach it where you're like, we have to make this change in order for that not to happen again?
It's multiple changes that we have to make and that we have to be aware of. You know what I mean? We go out there, and for me, being the leader, being one of the leaders on the team, probably now the leader on the team. Honestly, I'm getting old. Like we gotta be demanding of ourselves of what we want to be. Who do we want to be? Starting from day one, like right now, getting in the gym and knowing, okay, what team do we want to be? What kind of team do we want to be? How do we want to play? And like, what culture do we want to set from day one for this season? And once we do those things, I think then everything else falls in line. You know what I'm saying? If you have a structure or a foundation, um, when you have those things, you can live with some losses because okay, you just are listen, this didn't go well or that guy had 40 points tonight because that's the NBA and it happens. You know what I'm saying? And then the next game, you go back to your structure, you go back to your foundation, and then you play the right way, you win. You may win that one. Sometimes when you have that structure in your foundation, even when you play bad, if you play the same way every single night, sometimes you just look into wins in the NBA. I think a great example for that is the Indiana Pacers. And I'm not saying they luck into wins because they work extremely hard, but they play the same way every single night, no matter who they're playing. And you can see the success that they had. So take something out of their book, take something out of a lot of different teams' book as well. So I do think they will have a better season for sure this year.
Yeah, and you talk about the Pacers, and Joel's brought it up a lot, the continuity on the team, the fact of having guys come back that are familiar with each other. And it's interesting, when you think about the Pacers or even OKC, like how teams are building now, and you look at the Sixers, this year is almost like a bridging of the gap in a way. And I feel like you're kind of the swing piece right in the middle. You have the two max stars that are in their 30s. You have all the young guys that you alluded to. Like you said, you're one of the leaders now at age 24 on a max contract. So how do you feel kind of about your role this season and just about the squad that you have?
I feel great about the role for two reasons. Like you said, I'm kind of like smack dead in the middle. So like I can relate to the young guys. Honestly, like I can talk to them. Like literally before I got on this Zoom, VJ called me, asked me to play 2K with him. And so it's like I can relate to that, but I can also I've been in the league 6 years. I was a young guy on a championship type team all, last 4 years before these last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And I can relate to them too because I had to grow up fast. You know what I mean? They met Danny Green and Tobias Harris and Seth Curry and all of them. They made me grow up really fast. So it's like being that bridge is good. And I feel like I'm in a very comfortable place in myself and my game and my heart and in my leadership to where I can speak up and talk to guys in different levels, and I feel like they respect it because at the end of the day, I have one agenda, and that's to win. You know what I mean? I don't really care about everything else. I just want to help us win.
Yeah, 100%, man. And, even just thinking about this core in general, like I said, it's an interesting built roster. Like, on one hand, people are hoping to finally see the trio of you, Joel, Paul, finally get some games on the floor together. But at the same time, it almost feels like, the next 2, 3, 4 years is pretty promising, right? With Jared and VJ and Justin and all these other guys, including yourself. How do you envision kind of the structure of the lineup?
Like you said, we got two different ways that we can go in multiple different, scenarios. I think those young guys, they're going to be extremely important. You know what I mean? I feel like Justin's a rotation player. I feel like BJ is going to be somebody who could be wherever he wants to be. If I'm being completely honest with you, Jared the same, man. Like, the more you work, I think I'm a good example of it. When you work towards something, you could be whatever you want to be at the end of the day. So we just got to see what they develop into and keep getting better at. And then when we're on the floor together, my biggest thing is I just want people to compete, whether that's practice, whether that's games, whether that's any type of thing. The more we compete, the better we'll be out there. And it'll always try to get the flow together.
I don't know if you saw last week, the Sixers put out a workout footage video of Joel Embiid. And maybe I'm the last person dying on this hill at this point, but I'm going to stay dying on the hill. When Joel is healthy, when he's on the floor, I still think he is one of the best players in the game, one of the best centers that the game has ever seen, and I still think he can compete at an MVP level. When Joel Embiid is healthy, where do you think he ranks in this league?
Extremely high. He can be wherever you want to be. You just said it. Whenever he's healthy, he's really good. Joel's a very good basketball player. I've said it 1,000 times. Things that he can do on the basketball court, not a lot of people can do. That's just the facts of it.
Is he finally healthy? Have you been working out with him this offseason? Like, what are the vibes like with this team after
Joel's vibes are great. Joel's vibes, energy has been great. Every time I talk to him, he's happy, he's smiling. And that's what matters to me, man. Whenever you see him like that, that's good. You don't want to see him in down. And someone that's, like I said, he's like my brother. So I'm happy to see him happy right now.
You guys get together in the offseason, you and Joe and Paul?
I talked to those guys all summer, throughout the summer, man. You know what I'm saying? And we all have the same MO. I think the biggest thing now is just trying to keep the continuity going, like small things, like playing a game with each other or like video games, just hanging out. Those things matter, man. They matter more than you think they do.
Where do you think you guys rank in the league?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't put a name or number on it. I just want us to go out there and compete. Honestly, I feel like that's a good group of players. Like, but I said also, our young players have to be thrown in that mix too. You know what I'm saying? The VJs, the Jareds, the Justins, everybody. The Trendon Woffers, we hadn't even talked about him. I think he'll be a big key piece for us. Bona. It's not just Joel and Paul. You know what I mean? We gotta be the Sixers entire to our organization. Everybody, we have to do this one collectively. We all gotta do it together and step in the right direction as a unit.
Yeah, man, I think it's fair to say, especially when you guys go out and get the third pick in the draft. Obviously, it was a rough end of the season, but they say like sometimes a curse can turn into a blessing, right? And you lay in VJ Edgecombe, and I feel like he has said everything right. His mentality has been on point. He's worked out with you this offseason. In a way, it almost feels like he kind of embodies your mentality and your approach to the game. So just give us from the inside perspective this offseason, what has it been like working out with VJ?
VJ is just, you know what? He's interesting. I like him though. I actually really do. Like, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I like him, but I think he's like his charisma. He's like a good guy, a good kid. But he works his tail off, man. He works his tail off. He asks questions. He wants to be good. And those are the type of players you want to be around. Players that really want to be great, want to win games, want to compete, want to do whatever it takes to help an organization become successful. And, we got blessed to be able to get him at 3. And I think he'll do something. I think the franchise will really appreciate him. I think the fan base will really appreciate him and the city. So
yeah, man, a lot of good young players in this core. Even Jared McCain coming off injury last year. I thought, the way he started his career, setting some Sixers records, kind of went under the radar. And even Justin Edwards, like you just mentioned, I feel like if there were more consistent minutes for Justin last year, he might have been in a Rookie of the Year convo with the way things were going. I thought he played really well What's your
Yeah.
take on Justin? Like, what can his role be for this team?
Yeah, I really like Justin. The way Justin played last year was extremely like impressive. He played off the ball. He defended. He knocked down shots. He was able to like play off the catch, which was really, really good. I think that's really important in today's game. And he's tall. At the end of the day, the man's tall. You know what I'm saying? He got size, and he's able to like rebound and defend and do those different things that you need at a high level. So, big upside, I think, for Justin. I think he's going to be able to carve out himself a good rotation piece for this year and for the rest of his career.
Speaking of rotation piece, you just alluded to Trendon Watford. Your buddy comes over from Brooklyn. I know you guys have a deep friendship, but I've been screaming for years the Sixers need more of a complement at the power forward position. Like they need a guy that can get in the weeds, rebound, defend. And I feel like we've had maybe a few glimpses over the years, but can Trendon be that guy? What are the Sixers really getting in a guy like Trendon?
I think the Sixers get somebody who can do a lot of different things, honestly. Somebody who's going to work extremely hard, going to come to work every single day. He wants to play, he wants to win, and he wants to like be a good guy, be a culture-setting guy. I think he's going to come out and he's going to work every day. He's going to do all the little things that you need. He'll surprise a lot of people. He'll definitely surprise a lot of people. He can do some things that you don't think he can do. I'll say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's pretty good, and I'm glad we have him.
The Sixers are trying to build some continuity. A lot of new faces, obviously, need the guys to be healthy this year. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, just speaking for the fans, like, we just want to win. We want a championship. And you look at the Eastern Conference this year, right? The Celtics have a major injury. The Pacers have a major injury. The Heat traded Jimmy last year. Almost in a way, feels like there's a couple teams battling, but it's wide open. Can this be the Sixers' year to really reemerge back into that mix? Like, I feel like it has to be now. Sleeper, obviously, is a juggernaut when it comes to the fantasy sports world. You probably use them for your fantasy football draft. They're a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat about games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, news, and alerts right at your fingertips. But also, Sleeper's Picks is really cool. All you have to do is choose anywhere from 2 up to 8 of your favorite players and make picks, whether it's pregame, even live during the game, or across multiple sports. You pick the over or under on the predicted stats, and with Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000 times payout if your picks win. So use the promo code PhillyTake on Sleeper and get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details.
I don't think the biggest thing is that we can't look at others. We just can't. We got to look within ourselves first and figure out our stuff. You know what I mean? We got to figure out Sixer stuff. We got to figure out Philly stuff. Once we figure it out, then we can look at the field. And our biggest thing right now is trying to get better every single day. I know I say get 1% better every single day, but that's like actual like a lifestyle what we got to really have to do. And once we do all that, I think we'll be all right.
How do you kind of think about that next step that you have to take? Like maybe some nights, hey, like give me the ball. I need 25, 30 touches. What's your mentality as you go into this season? Like, is there kind of like a pecking order in some way? Or is it just game to game?
I just got to fill it out, honestly. And for me, I just got to be aggressive at all times. That's what I'm, out here to do. And I'm also out here to try to make others better. You know what I'm saying? At times, it's been difficult for me in the past, honestly, like at the beginning of my career to find ways to get guys open and pass the ball, everything like that. But as you play, as you learn, as you see the game more, you have the ball in your hands a lot more. That's when you start being able to become a better playmaker, become a better someone who can read the game. And I've had the ball in my hands the last 2 years. I think last year, towards like before I got hurt, 20, 25 games, I was really trying to starting to figure out how to manipulate the game, scoring wise, passing wise, defending, and all those different things. So I think I'm just going to get back to that. That's my role on this team. Then my biggest role, I think, is to set a culture, be one of those guys, and really help this team help this franchise get to the place that we really want to be in.
For sure. And I feel like that mentality and just the way you hold yourself both on and off the floor, probably in the locker room as well, it really resonates with this fan base and with this city. Looking down the line into the future, obviously, hope you have a long career, 10, 15, however many years. What would that mean to be a Sixer for your entire career?
Listen, I really like it here. I really love it here, honestly. Like, I've turned into a grown man here, which is really funny. I came here as a child, basically, and I've experienced a lot. You know what I mean? Got my first house here and all those different things, man. Bought a car, you know what I mean? Like dogs, all that. Um, so like I have a special place. It has a special place in my heart. You know, Philly fans are amazing. I love seeing Philly fans on the street, just walking and talking. Um, the only beef me and Philly fans have are the 2 days that the Cowboys played the Eagles. Like that's the thing about that, and it's fun beef because like they know I mean no harm. Everybody from Philadelphia know I mean zero harm. They know I like the Eagles. They know that I love Philly fans. They know that, and but it's fun though, man. I really do appreciate them, man. I treat everybody that I see like family. I always stop trying to take pictures, at least dap somebody up, hug somebody, make somebody's day. But yeah, my biggest thing is do like Philadelphia like resembles me in so many ways. Like the hard work. I always tell people, man, these people pay a lot of money. They work their tails off to get these tickets for these seats. We got to go out here and put on the show for them and try to go out there and give our all. That's all they ask for. You know, Trendon asked me before he signed to the team, like, man, what do I need to expect? I said, bro, what do you need to expect? You play hard, try to help us win games. You play, you know, mostly every night that you can, they gonna love you, dude. Like, just go out there and play extremely hard. Like, will they boo sometimes? Will they be upset if we give up a 10-point lead? Of course, but that's okay. Like, it's not like they're judging us. It's not like they hate us. They just want us to be the best possible version of ourselves. And I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I understand it and I appreciate it. It doesn't bother me at all. It really helps me raise my level of play and raise my level of intensity. So I love Philly, dude. I really love it.
There's a select group of athletes like yourself who have said that over the years, especially when they're done playing here. Like, obviously the fans boo and they yell and stuff, but it all comes out of a way of passion. You know, it all comes from a place of, hey, we want you to do better. You know, like I always joke, you know, you go up to a Philly fan, they know who the 15th guy on the roster is. You know, elsewhere they may say, who is that? You know, like Philly fans are really deeply rooted in just knowing a lot about their teams and caring, and it's all passion at the end of the day. So, you know, I feel like the guys that really root themselves in that understand that and they don't take it personal.
I understand it. I like it, man. One thing I'll say, Philly fans are real. They just real, man. They real. They real. They love their sports. I didn't in Dallas. It's different. You know what I mean? Yes, people love the Cowboys. People like the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? I think they love the Mavericks. I don't know if it's as deep as the Cowboys, but it's two totally different levels. Like can't tell you that the people in Dallas like knew every single person on the Mavericks when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you watch basketball, everybody in the like you said, they know every single player. Like today, I was out and I had to stop and get something to eat, and I was with Trendon, and you know, a kid came up, took a picture of me. Then he walked away, and he came back into the restaurant. I was like, Trendon, I'm sorry, man, I did not acknowledge you, and then take a picture with him. It's just like that's how they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool, man. Really cool.
I bet you have a lot of people in your personal life who are Mavericks fans. What did they think or text you, you know, when that whole Luka trade went down?
I think the biggest person I wouldn't call him a Mavericks fan now because he works for me, but like my chef, he was just like very like confused about like how the NBA works. And I was like, listen, I don't know, man. Like it
That's
happens,
crazy.
man. Like, yeah, it just happens. It happens. So, but I don't know. It's crazy. I think more people are even more confused about the Micah stuff. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
just happens, man. It's what happens in sports.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up and hit a little pain point or something, but listen,
No, I
man.
like Micah. Me and Micah cool. Wherever you go, I'm rooting for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
the level of success that we're seeing with the Birds, man, we want to see that here with the Sixers as well. I want to go back to one thing you said about, you know, finding that motivation and kind of getting amped up. I was reading something probably a few months ago at this point. I think it was Steph Curry who reads Twitter DMs at halftime of games to try to, you know, get a little extra motivation going out there in the second half. Do you have something like that where, you know, it kind of just revs you up a little bit?
I have a few things, I think, but mainly just wanting to win and wanting to go out there and put my best foot like forward for my teammates and our organization. Like the organization believed in me and gave me multiple chances to be who I am today, and like be able to put this jersey on every single time. I don't take it for granted. Every time I put this jersey on, I want to go out there and win a game or win whatever I'm trying to do. And then I also work extremely hard in the summertime. So I want to like display that I work extremely hard and I do this all to win.
Yeah, you're not reading all the the crap coming at you during games, especially online. Stay off that during the season.
Nah, not during the game. Not me. But hey, look where Steph is. It works for Steph. He needs to keep reading them.
Yeah, for sure, man. Any players or teams that when they come up on the schedule, you circle them, like one player, a guy or team you just love going up against?
It's a lot of different guys. I think just off the top of my head, I think Darius Garland, like a good friend of mine, really good friend of mine. So I like playing against the Cavs. It's really fun. It's always been fun. They're a good team. Very, very like tough team to beat, but it's always fun to play against him, guard him. He guards me sometimes. Our parents are really close, so those are always fun games. I love playing in Boston. I don't know. I just love playing everywhere. I love basketball. Dallas is always fun. I love cooking them. I just like it, man. I like playing basketball. Whoever we play, I'm happy.
Look, man, I appreciate the time, and I want to just hear from you before we wrap this up. Like, I'm trying to buy in 100%. I really am, and seeing that workout footage from Joel Embiid, it injected some juice into the fan base, especially me. And I'm like, man, they're gonna make me buy back in. I'm fired up. What's the message to the fan base this upcoming season? Why should Sixer fans be excited for this upcoming season?
Number one, because you love the Sixers. You love Philadelphia. You love your city. I always will rep my city. I'm from Dallas, Texas. And right now, when I'm playing on the Philadelphia jersey, I'm always going to rep my team. I'm always going to rep my organization. That's number one. Number two, we got a lot of young guys that are really fun to watch. We're going to be like watching VJ. We saw what Jared did last year, Justin Bona. All those guys, Trendon coming in new. Those guys are really fun to watch. And then, hey, we have a former MVP on our team. We have a guy who's been All-NBA, top 3 in MVP voted. And, hey, I'm here too. I'm just little old me, and I try to do my best. So.
Yeah, I think you need to give yourself more credit, man. Like, you're the man. We're looking at you to be the guy, This could be 30 points per game this season. All-Star Maxey back in the house.
Hey, listen, man, I just do what I can. I just want to be the best possible version of myself for this organization and for my team and my family in this city, man.
Absolutely, man. Tyrese, I appreciate the time so much, and best of luck this upcoming season. Looking forward to watching you go out there and crush it, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Philly fans, love y'all.